In the story of Girth, we have hit chapter 5, and in this one, it's a bit of a tightrope walk. So just bear with me, and you'll see why. And hopefully, I don't fall off. For you see, so far, we have had the PayPal friends and family cheat. We have had the chicken obsessed, bad body odor talk, and the confused gimp. However, it's here that I begin to walk on thin ice. And it's not because I am afraid of this tuber who is not girthy in the slightest. In fact, he assaulted me in my month when I was nominated for Girth Tuber of the Month myself. Yes, if you haven't gathered already, I need to talk about Mark Goes Blind Gaming. However, in case you haven't realised, this guy does live up to his YouTube name. Playing video games makes this guy go blind. He can't see shit unless it's a pixelated mess. I mean, his gaming experience has never left the 80s. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not like the 80s didn't have good games, but he cannot handle anything other than Atari 2600 graphics because he can't see. And this is where the problem in him being involved in Girth Tuber of the Month comes into full effect. Let's face it, he wouldn't know Girth if it smacked him round his face. And this is a prestigious competition. And if you're going to nominate people who you think are girthy, then you need to be able to see them for what they are. And if you can't, then what the cluck are you doing? Surely the only way any tuber got nominated by Mark Goes Blind Gaming to be in contention for Girth Tuber of the Month is by the way they made him feel. I mean, that's just, but that doesn't bear thinking about, does it really? If you have followed the story of Girth up to this point, then I hope my retelling of the story has made you more informed, and hopefully you'll be involved as the story of Girth continues to be written. But what now, you may ask? Well, in case the video in the background doesn't give you any sort of inclination, currently we have managed to do the worst tribute to the voice you've ever seen. There are 4 of us. Myself, Rampage Talk, Marathon Gaming, and Mark Goes Blind Gaming. We all each have a girthy nominee in our pocket. Of course, I've got the girthiest in Knots Gamer, let's not forget that. And yet the year's not finished. We're only halfway through. Loads more of this story is yet to be written. But it doesn't get written without people watching and voting. It's girth warfare out there. Come along, enjoy the ride, pick a side, and see who ends up being the girthiest in the year 2023. Thank you so much for tuning in to these chapters in the story of Girth. And like I said, the story is still being written. So get involved, get voting, and put your views of who is a girthy tuber forward to see if they get selected and nominated, because the year ain't finished yet. Still plenty of twists and turns.